Okay, thank you for coming in.
Aisle, that's a tricky word.
This is the National Council of Jewish Women New York in action, confronting hunger, supporting education, engaging and empowering the elderly, fighting for equality. NCJW New York strives every day to make our city a better place, as it has for 125 years. In the 1890s, a group of progressive Jewish women in New York became increasingly concerned about the well-being of the most vulnerable populations in the city. Immigrants arriving without the tools and skills they needed to succeed in their new home, families living in squalid tenements, and children without decent health care or education. The world was on the cusp of a new century, and women were just entering the public sphere. These women carved out a space for themselves to address society's greatest challenges by forming the New York chapter of the National Council of Jewish Women in 1894. The goal of this new organization was to empower women to put their progressive Jewish values into action. Once organized, they threw themselves into service and the pursuit of social justice. This was the beginning of important work that continues to this very day.
We are inspired primarily by the Jewish value of tikkun olam, which translates from the Hebrew as heal the world. There's always going to be unmet need, and our goal is to grow to meet as much of it as we possibly can.
In the early 1900s, volunteers met women coming off the boats at Ellis Island to protect them from forced marriage and human traffickers. Today, NCJW New York educates the community and advocates for laws to protect victims and survivors of sex trafficking. In the early 1980s, responding to drastic cutbacks in government nutrition programs, NCJW New York provided emergency food support. Today, our hunger program provides hot meals and groceries for over 30,000 hungry New Yorkers every year.
The concept is we're inviting people into our home, also making sure the food we give them is not only nutritious, but that it tastes as good as the food we'd serve people as guests in our own home.
In 1919, NCJW New York's first community center included a kindergarten, representing our commitment to leveling the playing field by ensuring access to high-quality education for all children. Today, our children's literacy program works in partnership with 4 after-school programs throughout the city to provide books and one-on-one reading time to children year-round.
You work as a team. They finish the book, they bring it home, and they're so proud.
Our annual back-to-school store outfits nearly 200 children with everything they need to go back to school with pride and excitement.
I want to wear this on my first day of school. It looks cool on me and it's really comfortable.
Especially at such a young age, you want to go to school and have a new backpack and have a new notebook. It's really important to have these things to go into the school year and to be excited about it.
In the 1950s, when our volunteers saw their elderly neighbors sitting alone on park benches, NCJW New York opened Manhattan's first full-day senior center. Today, NCJW New York's Council Lifetime Learning Program is much more than just a senior center. It offers a rich mix of art classes, cultural lectures and performances, discussion groups, and bereavement support designed to reduce isolation, create community, and promote healthy aging.
When you turn 65, you look for places where you can go. It's a great, supportive organization.
Through the years, NCJW New York has been there as a place for women inspired by feminist ethics and Jewish ideals to meet and work together, confronting the many challenges of the times.
Our mission really is to create social change. I think we all dream of the time when people aren't hungry, nobody's oppressed.
Women's lives have changed enormously since 1894, but the need for NCJW New York remains as strong as ever. Our direct community service work makes change happen for people now, with programming that empowers individuals to change the trajectory of their lives. Our advocacy work makes change happen in the long term, on a larger systemic level, spurring policy changes to reduce the inequities of our city and move society towards a vision of social and economic justice. Today, our professional staff team partners with a small army of nearly 400 volunteers. Our volunteers do much more than stuff food pantry bags or lick envelopes. They are true leaders in our many programs.
Everything is great, man. Everything is well organized. As a homeless dude like me, I appreciate everything that the volunteers do for us here.
With government cutbacks, rising inequality, as well as attacks on hard-won rights, the voice of NCJW New York has never been more necessary. NCJW New York looks at our history with pride, at our present efforts with purpose, and towards the future with energy and resolve, because we believe that all children deserve the tools they need to succeed in school. Every woman deserves the information and the power to make decisions about her own body. All who are grieving deserve to be heard and understood. All seniors deserve a place where they are valued and where they can continue to grow and learn. And every New Yorker deserves a community like NCJW New York, where we come together to change our city for the better. NCJW New York, making change happen, then and now.